Well, I was going to just throw them away, but they're pretty little, cheapy looking. They looked nicer online than they did in person.
So you ordered some succulents in the mail. Now what? What do I do? Hi, welcome to my channel, Cacti and Succulents with Senior Sue. Well, the first thing that we're going to do is get this box of succulents opened up. This particular box of succulents happens to be a monthly subscription, and in this box there will be 4 different types of succulents, so I never know what exactly I'm going to receive. And in here they also give you an instruction sheet on how to care for the plants. It tells you what the plants are and how to care for them, but I do not follow these instructions exactly. I think the instructions that they give in the back of this form are kind of a general idea. But first, let's get these opened up and I'll show you what is what, and we'll try to keep this portion of the video fairly brief. Okay, this first succulent is Sedum stahlii, also known as a Mexican sedum, and they always ship these succulents very dry, which is a very good practice because you don't want your succulents to grow mold or rot while they're inside a dark box. And this next succulent is string of buttons, also known as Crassula perforata, and I will show you some that I already have growing in some small baskets outside. These are really easy to grow. This is the string of buttons that I have planted in the ground. I thought I had it planted in some baskets, but it was a different type of string of something. But they grow pretty good in here, and they do get a bit of shade, so that's why they aren't all burnt up, but I think they look pretty good here. You can see they package them up pretty well. All right, this next plant is Rhipsalis cereoides, and this is native to Brazil, and it grows in the subtropical area, so that tells you right there it would like a little bit more water than your normal succulent, plus it would appreciate partial to full shade. That slamming noise that you just heard was my neighbor behind me closing his screen door. You can tell he wasn't born in a barn. And this last succulent that we have here is Sempervivum Iceberg. Oh, I had a little guy fall off there. Oh well. Okay, I'm not super crazy about Sempervivum. They really are fussy. I'm having a hard time getting the water balanced on what is best for them, but I do know that they do not like direct sun, hot sun. They will fry up quickly. Very first thing I'm going to do is give them a drink of water because they are very, very dry. So this is how I'm going to water them. I have this drip tray for a pot or a saucer. It's plastic. There are no holes in it. So I'm going to place my succulents in here. Pretty dry because they ship them dry, which is good. You don't want them shipped wet. Okay, and I'm just going to add some water, and I'm going to let the succulents soak up the water from the bottom. And this is not going to take very long because these are really small plants, and I'll show you once they've soaked up the water how much brighter they look. Oop. There we go. Yeah, they're pretty light. Okay, I'll be back when they've soaked up all the water. Okay, it's only been about 15 minutes and these have soaked up the water. The top is wet, so I'm just going to take them out, and you'll notice that I did this in the shade. And I'm going to keep these in the shade for probably a few days and then gradually introduce them to the light or more bright sunlight. It will get some sun in here in the morning, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these later after they have set for a while.
Okay, see you in a second. Okay, so I had these cups and I just drilled a hole in the bottom of the cup for a drainage hole, and I'll put a little screen over it. I originally purchased these to drink out of, but they're just really kind of cheapy looking. I was going to give them as gifts, but they're pretty little, cheapy looking. They looked nicer online than they did in person. And plus it has that metal cup, which I did not realize, and that would be hotter than heck to drink your coffee out of or your hot tea. So I thought, well, I was going to just throw them away or give them to a thrift store, but then I thought, no, wait, I could drill a hole in the bottom of them and then put some plants in there. So let's get some plants inside here. All right, so while I am at this, I thought I would show you this moisture meter. Some of you may be familiar with it. I think they're only about $7 or $8 on Amazon, maybe $9, but they come in really handy if you are new to succulents, because normally you, depending upon, well, most succulents, you only water them when they are completely dry. So let me show you this one here, and it has this long probe. So let's check this one out. Okay. That has plenty of moisture in it, so it will not, whoop, well, that was a problem. Hold on. Stuff happens. Okay, we are all upright now. Now, let's check the moisture on this one, and I'll be careful this time. This one I know for sure is bone dry. See, check it out. That one desperately needs water, and I did water it when I right after I purchased them. I soaked them, but this one dried out really quickly because it does not have that much soil in the container. But we are going to get these potted up in this little guy and see how they look like. See what they look like. It's 87 degrees out, and I'm not liking it much. My air conditioner just kicked in, but I'm going to leave it run. I'm not going to turn it off. But anyway, I'll do a voiceover if you cannot hear me very well. Okay, screen, cover the hole. Okay, let's do this one first. Now this one I won't water at all because it's still pretty wet. Yeah. Oops. A little more soil. Now we'll get the top dressing on. There, that's kind of cute. Now this one I will water. Okay, that looks good. Okay, one more to go. There's the pot. I'll just cut a new screen. There we go. Oh, maybe a little bit smaller. Perfect. This one's pretty dry too. Tap it down a little. Top dressing. I like the color of this top dressing because it kind of matches the container. Now this makes a cute planting container, but I think a lousy coffee cup. Okay, instead of a cheap looking coffee cup, I think this would make a much
better gift is a coffee cup succulent planter. I think they're really cute as planters. Okay, that's it for now. Check back with me next time to see what I'm up to.